Okay, so before we just dive into Kirby, there's been some weird things going on with Nintendo this week, as if they're like gearing up and preparing for something, because we just got a Tales of Symphonia remake announced out of nowhere, and then now we just got more information on Kirby just dropped on a website, I guess, for the Japanese website, but this is a whole bunch of stuff that just kind of coming out and being announced. I don't know if Nintendo's gearing up for like a huge direct and they're just trying to make room for like the big games by kind of talking about these smaller ones first. I don't know. It's kind of exciting because they normally do this when there's like something big coming and they want to get stuff out of the way. But with that said, Kirby! We just got some new Return to Dreamland information, and I just cannot believe how much content is coming for Kirby. Like, Kirby is eating so incredibly well, it's insane. But yeah, we got new minigame gameplay, we got new copy abilities, we got new information about the game, we got tons and tons of minigames and extras in this game that wasn't in the original. I mean, we could talk about this thing non-stop. But first, let's talk about the new copy ability. Kirby is playing in the sand like a little child. They gave Kirby a pretty much brand new ability using sand, where he can kind of like twist it up into little sand tornadoes, throw it out in front of him, kind of like the water ability. He can even use it like a little hand that comes out and grabs things like coins and stuff like the whip does through a wall. He can use a giant fist to punch people like the rock ability, and even make sand castles pop out of the ground, which is pretty cool. And there even seems to be new enemies that give Kirby this sand ability, which is pretty cool as well. Now, all this is actually from GameXplain. They were actually able to find footage from the Japanese website, so thank you to them for that. You also have the Festival Kirby copy ability, which is from Kirby Star Allies, which is just a screen clearer. And of course, you have that Mech Kirby, which is able to like fire rockets out of his thrusters and even fly in the air and punch with electric fist, which is cool as well. Magolor is freaking back, but with a giant themed castle for all the mini games in this game. Now, remember when Magolor actually said when he lost that he was going to pay his debts by making a giant theme park for Kirby? Well, here's the theme park. This game is filled with mini games. I can't read what that says on the screen, but I'm guessing there's a 10, so there may be 10 mini games. But there seems to be even more. I'll talk about that in a second. But here's the list of mini games that we have to look at right now. You have a new one where you have to collect these books and stuff when they pop up at the right time, and you have to like match the books or something like that. Then there's one you go through a maze, I guess, and just shoot each other with laser rifles, which is pretty cool. You have the reflex game from Kirby's Superstar, which is super cool. You have to push the button at the right time when it says go. Checkerboard chase returns from Kirby 64, where you have to knock out the floor from your opponent's feet. There is a new game where you have to play like hot potato with a bomb by smacking it around with a frying pan. The Ninja Star game is back from Kirby Return to Dreamland. I hope they didn't replace the laser game from Return to Dreamland, because I thought that was awesome, but there seems to be a new one with like Cowboy Kirby shooting inside some type of bar. And then you have this one where you're kind of knocking each other off of a circle ring with warp stars. I feel like there was a Kirby game that did this before. I can't remember, but it reminds me of that Street Pass game from Smash Brothers on the 3DS, which was just the weirdest thing ever. You just had like icons of your Smash character and you were just charging up trying to knock each other off of the platform. Weird, but I think it'd be a lot of fun here in Kirby style. Yeah, I definitely have seen this somewhere. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a Mario Party minigame or something. Please let me know in the comments down below, because it's actually making me so mad. And then you have the Rock Smash minigame from Kirby Superstar once again, where you just have to time your button presses. And then you have the egg catching game, all the way back from Kirby's Adventure. Yeah, it was an old minigame where you just had to open your mouth for eggs and close your mouth for the bombs, and they kind of just remade it, and I love the way it looks. Now we have some gameplay for some of these. Like I said, checkerboard chase is pretty much the same, just knocking out pieces of the floor. Then you have that tome collecting game where you have to match it with the one that Magolor has at the top. Here's the one you're smacking around the bomb. I don't know exactly how this is going to work. And then here's the egg eating game, which is, like I said, it just looks cool. I love the way this looks. And the King DDD robot from Scope Shot is back. It's the one throwing the eggs, and I'm just like, wait, Scope Shot better be in this game. And here's the rock crushing mini game where they're just doing button time presses in order to get the strongest punch. Now, what's even more interesting about this is there's even like a little stamp pass that you get with all the mini games, I suppose. And I counted the circles. There seems to be 14 and maybe even 15 with the final circle in the chest. That's a lot of mini games, man, and you get stamps for completing each one and get a special reward. Well, what are the rewards in this game? It just keeps on going, guys. You get Mask. Yes, you get Mask of all the past characters throughout Kirby games. Why? I don't know, but it's amazing. There's even a massive mask collection screen, and there are 87 masks that I counted in this game. Hopefully I counted it right. 87 is bonkers. But I mean, it looks like they are covering literally every aspect of Kirby, which is crazy. And also, there's like a little microphone besides some of the masks, which probably means they make sound, which is crazy as well. It's also funny that there's a Waddle Dee mask, because imagine picking Bandana D, but with a Waddle Dee mask. But for the characters that we can see already, from top to bottom, we have King DDD, which, once again, why does he have a mask? But you have Bandana D or Waddle Dee mask, you have Rick, Kine, Koo, you have Marks, Gooey, Adeline, even Ribbon from Kirby 64. You have Dark Meta Knight, you even have DeRoach from Kirby's Quick Squad, you have Taranza from Triple Deluxe, goodness gracious. In the other screenshot, we see Chef Kawasaki and even Elfilin, which is pretty cool. Look, as one of my favorite Kirby games of all time, I can't tell you how excited I am about this game and how I was originally, but now, I'm even through the roof. Like, I can't even explain to you how bad I want to play this game right now. And there's still a lot of stuff they didn't even talk about. Like, we didn't even see Kirby really use some of his super copy abilities that much, I don't think, in any of the trailers, which is weird. It's one of the main focuses of this game. And I want to see what other minigames are in this game, because Scope Shot better be in there. And I'm hoping maybe there's some added functions in different parts of the game as well, like maybe new bosses and new stuff for the arena and True Arena. But there's still one thing that we have to talk about, because I haven't seen or heard anything about it, and I'm telling you right now, they need to have this return, and they need to have new ones. I need to see the Kirby challenges return from Return to Dreamland. These things are phenomenal. There's just something so much fun about learning how to completely master a copy ability and go for the highest score, and even for the platinum medals. I mean, I almost ripped my hair out going for these, but that tells you how fun this is that I want to do it again, because it is a blast. They even brought this back in Kirby's Dream Collection for his 20th anniversary, where it's just a collection of more of these mini-games, and I love them. I want to see a whole Kirby game dedicated to just mini-games with the copy abilities, because I think that would be a blast. But for now, please let this return and give us more than just the ones that we've already had. I want to see rooms full of these with all the copy abilities in the game. Like, let me be a master with sand now, please. But we don't have that much longer to wait. It comes out February 24th, which is just over a month away. But let me know in the comments down below, what other extras would you like to see added to this game? Because so far, they're giving us everything. This game is awesome. How does HAL Labs have the time to do all this? I mean, like, shoot, watch, this game's gonna drop, and like, no joke, 4 months later, they're gonna be like, here's the sequel to Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Like, HAL Labs is on it. And I love it, because I love Kirby, and I think Kirby deserves the world. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about this, and please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Kirby and Nintendo in general, and help us reach 200,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and like always, I'll see you all in the next one. See you guys.